We are going to draw the most adorable penguin chick today. So the things that you'll need are a piece of paper, a pencil, a black and gray washable marker if you have them, and watercolor paints. And of course a cup of water and some paintbrushes. If you don't have a gray or black marker, you can use whatever colors you have, or you can use crayons. To get ready for our drawing, we're going to start with drawing the number 3 on our paper. Make sure that the bottom is bigger than the top. Next, you can sort of close the top of this. So you're just closing the circle. For the bottom part, we're going to make a little bump out and then a bigger bump. These are just backwards letter C's. Now, do you see how I have a very big point right here? It kind of looks like this goes in pretty deep. I'm going to round this off and erase my lines in the middle. And I'm going to give my baby chick a beak. That's just a triangle. And round off the back a little bit. I like to draw a line to divide it. Now I'm going to draw a wing for my baby chick. A wing is just a big stretched out letter V. It comes down one side and follows the line of the body. Then you can erase any lines inside the wing. Now we're going to draw some patterns on the face. From the bottom of the beak, you're going to draw an upside down letter C. Bring it in just like a number 3 again. Take it down to the neck. I'm going to make mine a little thicker. Now you can draw the chick's eye. It's just a circle. Across from the wing, we're going to draw a backwards letter C. It's going to be one of our legs. Give your little chick 2 feet pointing out. I'm just going to make them triangles. Super easy. If you have any fixing up to do, now is a good time to do it before we get to the markers. I'm going to shrink the size of my guy's head here and just adjust his body a little bit. Sometimes I like to turn him upside down if I can't get him quite right. If you want to, give this guy a little horizon line. I'm going to make him sitting on top of a mound of snow, because penguins live where it's very cold. And I'm even going to draw an iceberg in the background. This can be any wiggly line. I'm going to draw some texture lines here to show my ice has some bump outs. There he is. Okay, now the next part is so fun. Get your gray marker and trace all of your pencil lines except for these ones. I'll show you in a second. I'm even going to trace my ice lines. Gonna skip his feet. Now I'm going to take a paintbrush that I've dipped in regular clean water, and I'm going to take that over my marker and let it work its magic. Now sometimes your paper will drink the water before it makes paint with the marker. That's okay, let it marinate a second, but be very gentle and it will turn it into watercolors. Just softens that line and adds a little bit of shadow. Penguin chicks are kind of a snowy gray white. I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry, and as you can see, it's starting to pull the color out into the water. It'll soften up. If I can make this next part and avoid the other parts that are wet, you can start by outlining, coloring in the eye, and tracing this part on the head. This part of the baby chick is black. Be careful that it won't bleed into the parts that you already painted. You can also do the feet, and you can color those in. Now I'm going to paint the background, make it look like a really pretty blended sky. The first thing I'm going to do is paint my paper with regular water. I'm being careful not to get too close to that black marker I used. Now I'm going to put a puddle in my paints to wake them up. I'm only going to use purple, blue, and maybe a little green. I'm going to allow this to dry a little bit, and when it's all dry, I might come back in and fix up some parts that I want to have more definition, like here on the beak. I might give this just a little bit of black, and maybe around his head. And if you want to outline his body, you could give some outline. And there you have your cute little baby chick.